So what's up, you guys? Today is day 14 of the Untalk of My Job series. If you don't know, I'm posting every day till I make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. What you know, in today's video, I'm talking about how comparison is making you hate your own life. So I want to make this video today because I know there's a lot of people out here, especially how social media has been going on and stuff like that, and people be looking at other people highlight reels. You comparing the people highlight reels to your own like real life. You know what I mean? So this is a topic I want to talk about because it's something of course I've dealt with a lot. Just growing up and me being young and me seeing people, way older than me, people my age doing maybe a lot more better than I'm doing in my life, and it can make you just not see your own blessings and stuff that you're doing for yourself. So I want to, just make this content for you guys so you guys understand that it's okay. Take your time. It is very a marathon, not a sprint. So you gotta take your time. You gotta stay humble, and you gotta just know that take it day by day. Every day it ain't gonna be what you want it to be, but you can always work towards making it where you want to be. And when you compare yourself to other people, you never know what they really be going through. You never know what it really took for them to get there. You don't know if they scammed. You don't know if they, stole it, or you don't know if it took them 10 years, 15 years. You don't know if they had to sell their house. You don't know if they had to lose it all, to get to where they had to get to. So I remember seeing a scripture in the Bible, and it said something like, pay careful attention to your own work so that you can know what it is to have to you can be satisfied of a job well done. And it was like basically like something like that, and it just all to say, like, when you pay attention to what you got to do for the day and for your own life, and when you get done with everything you need to get done for your life, you feel that satisfaction, like you actually growing, and your life starts to have meaning and purpose, and you're not just living for the next person. I don't know who needs to hear this message. I don't know what you all might be going through, but just always remember that. Don't compare yourself, man. We all trying to make it. We all like crabs in the bucket in this world today, especially social media. Everybody want to be the top person. Everybody want to be the best and make the most money, look the best and everything. But you realize if you focus on yourself, tune out the noise, tune out the distractions, tune out what everybody else doing, and when you do that, it's like your life just open up. It's like life just seemed like you can achieve and get anything you want. I really struggle with comparing myself a lot, growing up, especially in high school, growing up and starting to come into the adult life. Definitely took a toll on me. I definitely would compare myself, and I actually be doing pretty well than I thought. And the whole time I'm thinking I'm supposed to have a freaking mansion by the time I'm 25. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, but like, shoot, it's just crazy. And then the whole time, it's funny because I remember watching one of these streamers, right? He was talking about somebody he know has so much money, crazy amount of money, that like they just bored, don't even know what to do with it. So a lot of times, like, the journey is really just the journey, the struggles, the hard times. Like I like to call it, like the thorns in our life that God give us. It's like it's just meant to keep us afloat and give our life more meaning and purpose. God give us our own thorns, whatever we suffer with, whatever we struggle with, to give us that push in life. Because if we ain't have it, what's the point of living? Life would be boring if we ain't have a story. Everything got a story, you know. We attract the stories. We love people's stories. You know, people watch my videos because they want to see me make it, you know, and reach the goals I want to reach. Because there's a story behind it. So, like, pay attention to your own story and go work out your own plan for your own life so that things can work out for you. Because life is already hard. Don't make it more harder on yourself. It's already too hard. I really just be sitting back thinking, like, you know how much time, like, we waste on just looking at somebody else's life, and then, like, the person life we're looking at, like, they human too, just like us, and they have the same struggles we have or been through the same things we've been through. And how you think they look at you? They look at you like, you know, you gotta just put the work in and do it to get where they at. And most times it's like you gotta, it's like you gotta just put the work in, you know? There's definitely no blueprint. Like, people search on internet all day, like, for the blueprint of how to make $1 million, how to become a millionaire, you know, how to make your first 10,000, 20,000, you know, everything about money these days, you know. But nobody really tell you that it's not the money, it's your purpose. It's because when you get money, is not the, like, a lot of us think money is just the overall power. Like, when you got money, everything else is just, and everything else is no problems, there's nothing else, you know. That ain't the truth. The power is in your purpose. The power is in you standing on who you are as an individual. And everything gonna come. Money gonna attract to you. Everything will come when you focus on your purpose and what you gotta do. And your purpose gonna always outdrive and outlive the money. But when you put the money first and try to get the money fast, like another thing in the Bible said, something like, basically, like, people that try to, I'm not gonna say the right scriptures. I know I'm not saying the scripture right, but I know this the meaning of the scripture that it said. It said something like, people who try to get money quick have an evil eye. And it's because you trying to get the money so fast that you gonna get it with however you gotta get it. And then it said, not even knowing that poverty gonna come upon you. You know what I mean? Because as fast you get it, fast it's gonna go. Because it's a process of the person that you gotta become to get the money and to get the things you wanna get to. It's a process, it's a purpose to it. That's the point of life. It's like you gotta go through that process of making your first $10, $20, $30, because each time you do it, you gotta become a person to keep it and to steward it right, and to treasure it and to know how to use it. And you gotta be a certain person to do that. You can't go out every weekend. You can't just give it away to people who don't deserve it. You can't just flex on everybody, get materialistic things, because soon, like I say, poverty gonna come upon you soon, you know. So you gotta know what to do with it. You gotta know how to become the person that can handle it and can manage it. That's the only way you're gonna succeed. That's the only way. There's no shortcuts to life, man. A lot of young people believe that. I'm sure probably older people too still have that mindset. There's no shortcut to being on the top. All it takes is just you focusing on yourself and doing the things that you gotta do for your life. That's the only way it's gonna work. So I just wanted to end the video off right there, let you guys know, don't compare yourself, because you're killing yourself doing it. Focus on yourself so people can compare themselves to you. That's the flip, that's the switch. You know, everybody ain't gonna have this mindset, everybody ain't gonna watch this video. But you watched it, so why not make that change in your life where you don't compare yourself and put yourself first. Just congratulate that person who got what you want. But don't hate on them and don't envy and want what they got. Just focus on yourself. And soon you're gonna start to believe that you can achieve it and you can do it. And when you believe you can achieve it and you do it, you see the opportunities in front of you to get to that point. And you start to take them opportunities you start to live, and then you start to do it. And next thing you know, you popping, you got it, you did it. You know how to get it, you know how to manage it, and you know what it took to get there. And most times, you know not to let nobody get in a position to take it from you. You know what I mean? So I want to make this video, not just for y'all, for myself too. But I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna drop a video again tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. I'm posting every day. You know, I'm hustling every single day in my life until I get to the point where I make $10,000, $15,000 a month, until I get to even more. And every day I'm becoming a person that can obtain, that can maintain, that can have it. You know, so that's the message of the day. Focus on yourself, don't compare yourself. I'll see y'all again tomorrow.